Hey folks, welcome back! And it is time to go to the Dawnguard, and guys, this is a fun quest line. But primarily what I'm looking for is Sarana. Now I just went ahead and finished leveling it because I was real close to level 34 there. And, you know, I just couldn't help myself, so I casted Courage on her repeatedly until I got over the mark there, just so I could get some quick training done out of the way. Okay, once you get your 5 levels, be sure to get your gold back.
Take a look.
Okay, Banished Daedra, I don't really use that because I'd prefer to kill whatever they summon, but that is a way to get rid of them without having to kill anything that gets summoned. Okay, there's that Frost Astronaut. So, you know, I personally, again, I don't use this, but I do want to demonstrate that one, because it does count for a stronger cast in Conjuration, but it also consumes a lot more magic to cast it. And then again, I keep forgetting I need to demonstrate that bound sword for leveling purposes. Alright, so now that I got the fun stuff out of the way, go ahead and fast travel to Riften. And folks, if you don't have Riften discovered, simply, you know, find any carriage. There's one right outside the gates of Whiterun, and they'll bring you here for, you know, a nominal fee. But yeah, to get to the Dawnguard, we're just going to kind of sidestep, head over toward the canyon walls over here, and at some point we'll find a road, and that pathway will kind of go this way, and then over toward the Dawnguard. Okay, so just go ahead and look left, and you should see that mountain range come into view as you follow the walls of Riften here, and as always, make sure your follower is with you. I thought that dude was about to attack me. Okay, now there might be some spiders, you know, just different things can pop out at you here. Just wanted you to be aware of that. Vampire attacks even. You know, they're usually randomized, just be on the lookout. Bolo. What is happening here? These things are tougher than I remember. Alright. Freaking super armor spider there. Okay guys, so as you saw in the very beginning of the video there, I leveled up and I trained, so I am freshly leveled and ready to rock and roll here.
Right behind you.
Now, a couple of videos ago, I did all that weapon crafting and stuff, leveling, etc. And guys, something I didn't really talk about was what I wanted to give my follower. So I went ahead and gave her 2 different bows. If she was going in and just kind of killing everything, you know, and it was just becoming a nuisance, I was going to take that one away that I actually smithed up. So, you know, I did the grindstone or whatever, and I improved that. And I also gave her one that I did not improve. So, you know, I was just going to kind of play that by ear for a while, see how she did. The dagger I did not improve at all, but I did dump that stamina damage into it. And the reason being is I like stamina damage on the follower's weapons, because it kind of slows things down. You know, it knocks the stamina down in the enemy, and sometimes they have to kind of slow down or just take a knee or something. And not only that, when she's lobbing arrows at dragons, that stamina damage can tend to make them land a lot quicker. So, you know, all in all, I just kind of like that. Oh, and her flame astronaut stick is completely out. Probably why I haven't seen her cast one in a hot minute. And since that's getting low, I'll go ahead and charge that up a little too. And if you want to know, because it doesn't tell you, unfortunately, like which soul gem has what soul in it, it just tells you what soul gem it is. So now notice, I'm actually pushing up arrow right now and down arrow right now. Up, down, up, down. You see that fluctuation there. So that tells me that common soul gem right now is probably filled with a lesser soul. So I like to get rid of those first, because that kind of helps me keep the weight down. In other words, I get better bang for the buck on the recharge as far as getting rid of weight. Okay, so go ahead and give her stuff back, and this is why I alphabetize the stuff the way I do. I always give them the ST, you know, acronym in the front, because it stacks with the alphabetical order thing with the staffs. So, you know, it just really helps me keep track of where the follower stuff is at. Alright guys, there are some other things kind of in the area. You see my compass is just going absolutely bonkers right now. But, you know, I'm going to avoid all that. What I'm really looking for is this pathway right here, just to kind of show you exactly where we're at on the map right now. Actually, this isn't the right one. I somehow got turned around there, and I need to head more east. Okay, so follow this pathway, due east. And you don't even really have to follow the pathway per se. Eventually it's going to kind of dead end into that mountain wall. Oh yeah, there's a thing here. There's always a thing here.
Now ain't this a surprise?
Honestly, I forgot about the guys here. I knew there was a thing, but I forgot the people. Oh! I totally forgot. I can't cast it. Yeah, that thing really takes some magic, unfortunately. I don't know if I'm going to get it casted before this fight's over. Probably not. Oh, there it goes. Pow. Okay, so now you can only cast one summon at a time. So as soon as I casted the other one, you saw my Flame Astronaut disappeared. Now that's not mine, that's Lydia's. But mine disappeared. Now there's a perk we can get to in our perk tree for Conjuration that will get us to be able to cast two of those freaking things at the same time, and that is really awesome. Okay, so again, you saw it took a lot more magic to cast. But, you know, it is pretty powerful. The bad thing is it's a close-range weapon. So the thing I like about the Flame Astronaut is, you know, it just kind of dances around and tosses fireballs at it from a distance. This thing, it wants to get right in there and start punching. Okay, so don't forget your chest. And I don't know where that other bandit wound up. Dead, but I don't know his dead location. Now there is a spell you can cast for alteration, I think it is, that will show you anything alive. And I think it's, you know, I can't remember what it's called, but there's another one called like Detect Undead or something. Honestly, I can't remember, but it shows everything that's dead. So dead bodies laying around, it just helps, you know, to loot a lot more efficiently and easier. And you spend a lot less time looking around for the freaking bodies. Okay, just continuing on eastbound. Make sure my follower is still with me. Yes, she is. Lots of soul gems coming our way right now. Oh, I totally forgot about those. Actually, that might be a random spawn. I don't have any black soul gems, so I can't do that. Anytime you deal with vampires, as soon as you're done, always go into active effects, make sure you didn't catch any diseases. Okay, once you've got all your free looting done there, just continue on east. Just to show you on the map where we're at now. So now this pathway is going to start kind of curving more north as it follows this mountain range. Cool moon. Guys, this is one of those things I just love about this game. You know, sometimes I just look at something and I'm just watching. And sometimes, you know, I'll start eating a snack or something and I'm just, you know, that's what's on TV, so I'm just kind of getting into it somehow. And guys, I know it's not coming through on the channel, but there's actually details on the surfaces of these things, and it almost looks like you can see geographical features. It's just kind of mind-blowing, some of the details in this game. And I'm going to try to take a couple of screenshots when I see something cool like that, and see if, you know, someone can enhance the photo or something to come through better on the channel. It's always worth a shot. It'd be nice to have some really cool thumbnails, though. Alright, guys. Enough fooling around. Back to freaking work here. Yeah, so just follow the yellow brick road. Just to kind of show you on the map where we're heading now. Much right through on into the Dawnguard. The gourd that grows in the morning. I think I said north before, but what I really meant to say was south, so follow the roadway curving off to the south. I had it right in my brain, but it did not come out right from my mouth. Oh, that is not my bow. What am I doing? Yeah, this looks like a random spawn here. I don't remember seeing him ever come in here before. There's a loot spot up here, and honestly, I think I'm going to go ahead and hit it real quick. I'm pretty sure it's safe, but just in case I get up there and want to abort, I'll go ahead and put a save here just real quick. I do remember it's quite a hike getting up here, too. Okay, now the tower is what I came up here for, but before I go investigate that, I want to make sure I'm not missing nodes. Okay, I must be getting my lines crossed. So remember, there's like a pocket of, you know, just different ore nodes all right next to each other. This is what I came all the way up here for. And I don't know why I thought it was ore nodes, but it is a strongbox. Look at that. Sweet spot right off the bat. Okay, so nothing too elaborate, but it is here for the taking if you so desire. Oh, I just had wicked deja vu. And I had it earlier today when I was doing a video editing part. I typed something in to name the video, and I was like, whoa, I did this before. Okay, now guys, something that I talked about a couple of videos ago was armor. And honestly, I think I am going to go ahead and splurge a little bit on a couple of perk points for light armor. I'm not real happy right now with the amount of damage I'm taking. Now, of course, if I crafted up, you know, the Elven armor set, I'd be in a lot better shape. So I'm going to put one right into there to give a 20% in. Actually, before I do this. Okay, guys, so right now my armor rating is 112. Not bad. But I'll show you what happens here when I dump those 2 perk points in. Not only that, this is going to help us when we get to Solstheim. So no matter what armor you decide to go in with, now I'm not quite there to upgrade that yet. But when I do, that 25% bonus will be even better. Okay, now my armor rating is 134, so imagine how much better it'll be when I get that other perk point dumped in there. So again, you can go off and find a trainer to do that. Now, none of them are coming to mind that do light armor, but, you know, that's a quick Google search. You can say light armor trainer location, Skyrim, and they're pretty accessible throughout.
Yes.
Okay, now this is some storyline that has to do with Dawnguard. You're going to see these guys, you know, kind of throughout the quest line. And when they do die, you can loot their bodies for those amulets of Stendarr. And you'll be really good to go on those things. Okay, don't forget your bump book there. And in case I did have a disease, I would want to hit that to get rid of any vampire disease that I might have picked up by now. Okay, now I don't think there's really anything else here. Oh, there is a loot chest. But it's for stealing, that's why I didn't think there was a loot chest. Alright guys, going back down the way we came, we're going to get back on path here. Okay, now if you get to this point right here, I way overshot where I needed to go, by the way. If you get to this point, that's the end of Skyrim. It will not let you proceed through this gateway. Okay, so what I'm actually really looking for is a couple of, like, lit cauldrons, like gigantic flame things next to a cave, or maybe there's only one, I can't remember. But the thing about this cave is you have to look for it. There's no map marker on the compass there to show you it's even here. So, you know, I might have misspoke earlier and said the path follows all the way around. It does, but, you know, there is this kind of break in the path where you have to get from one path to another, so to speak. And just want to give you a quick map overview where I'm at now. So, yeah, just kind of northwest of that beacon. But again, you know, as long as you're looking off to that ridge line, the mountain side walls here, sooner or later you will get to these torches, and you will know you're in the right spot. Okay, so it's not really a cave. You know, it makes you think it's a cave, but it's not really a cave. So, you know, again, it just kind of opens up into this pathway here, and now you are in an extended part of the map. So, guys, if you do not have the Dawnguard downloadable content, you won't be able to do this part of the quest line with me. So now if you're kind of wondering, you know, you've been kicking this back and forth, do I buy it, do I not? First things first, it is inexpensive, and guys, it's a lot for the money. You thought that 20 bucks for Breath of the Wild was worth it for those DLCs? This buries the scope of what opens up to you in this game. So even if it is 20 bucks for these DLCs, and that's going to be Dawnguard, Heartheath or Heathheart or something, and it's going to also include the Dragonborn for Solstheim. Guys, worth every freaking penny. But, you know, again, if you're not sure about it, you know, just watch some videos here moving forward, and, you know, you'll kind of see what I'm talking about not too far into this. Okay, so once you kind of follow this pathway around, you know, that's kind of where the cave was-ish, right about there. And then we just kind of followed this canyon wall, and that's what I'm looking at right now. So now we have a map marker here so we can fast travel. So no more worrying about, you know, that cave and canyon wall and all that fun stuff, the path. And there's going to be this other NPC kind of running past. He's wanting to go to the same place. You can actually talk to him if you want. You're not going to hurt anything. He just kind of tells you he's trying to get somewhere.
This place looks almost deserted.
And guys, there are some free lootables around here. You know, I really haven't been talking about that. There's mountain flowers and stuff along the pathway here. Alright, here we are. Guys, it's getting exciting because I know Serana is right around the freaking corner. And she is very powerful. She's a vampire. She's got some armor and some health to her. Actually, she doesn't really come well armored, but we can fix that. But yeah, she's definitely very, very powerful and combat capable. Not only that, she summons that extra creature, you know, whenever she resurrects a dead body. So, you know, in addition to her helping you out, whatever she summons is going to help you out as well. Now, guys, there are a couple of caves here, and again, you know, no map markers, but some of these side paths do lead to cave openings. Case in point, one's right here. And again, they're not on the compass map, so you wouldn't know they were there. But honestly, that's going to be a completely separate video, and it's going to be later on. So just try to, you know, ignore the shiny rocks for now. You know, I'm not 100% sure if it's safe to go in there right now or not, but I'm going to play it the way I know it's safe to play it. Okay, so once you get to the top here, this is going to kind of initiate a little something. And, you know, you can stand here and kind of listen in, but right now just go ahead and talk to this guy standing guard. Okay, and that'll give you some more storyline, so go ahead and walk right in the front door like we own the place. And he will not make you feel like you're right at home, and that's okay.
time ago.
Now, first things first, guys.
You know why I'm here.
There's a Vigilant and a
Vigilants
Stendarr,
are
so
under
this is
attack
kind of, you know,
everywhere.
continuing on with that
Vampires
whole...
are much more
You're going to be
dangerous than
coming
we
into
believe.
contact with these guys along the
And now
way.
you wanna-
So unfortunately, right now, you just kind of have to wait things out until the game takes over for you. Tell them you're here to
Gotta
join the
fight.
Dawnguard.
But look around.
Ask them what you can do to help.
Tilden was telling me about some cave the Vigilants were poking around.
And then there's
in.
going to be some more
Seemed to
dialogue
think
to
it was
listen
related
to.
these That's good enough for me. Go see what the vampires
Okay, it's going
were
to
looking
complete
for
one
in this
quest,
dim
and then it's going to
hollow
start
crypt.
the next one. And
With
this
any
is
luck,
that dim hollow
it's
crypt or
definitely
whatever.
there.
So find out what the
Here,
vampires are
you should take
seeking.
a crossbow.
I want to make sure we're good and accurate for this quest line right here. Now that's going to take us right to Dim Hollow Crypt. Now, guys, it is not close, but that's okay. That's where Serana is, and she is worth every minute to get there.
But you're
Okay, now he
welcome
just
to
gave me a
anything you
crossbow
can
and
use.
some steel bolts.
I'll meet
And
you
honestly,
at
guys,
Dim
you know, if you're new to the game, you should play with that a little bit. It is fun. You can get it pretty powerful. Not only that, there's some side quests you can do here with different NPCs. You know, when the time comes, that's later on. They're not quite here
Vigilants were
yet.
never trained.
But where they can give you real good strong bolts you can shoot out of those things, and they're also amped up with like shock, you know, or frost or something. So, you know, again, they are fun and they are quite powerful, but me personally, it's just extra weight. And, you know, I just prefer my bow and arrow. But, again, you know, play with it. It is fun.
Perhaps I can be of some small assistance to you.
You there, boy.
Okay, now after all that stuff is done and, you know, the quest activated, you know, you don't have to stand here anymore and listen to stuff, but there are some dialogue options you can get through. Oh, and he can train you in heavy armor, by the way.
And no, this.
I'm just going to give you a quick little tour here.
Soldier.
Now, there is a lot to this, guys. But, you know, there are some goodies here. Now, these are always real tough to pick up. I don't know why. It's like they want that cursor to be right on the freaking coin. And if you're 1 pixel off, you don't get your gold.
Crossbow. Best thing for killing vampires. Just take a few shots at
Okay, now this is where the smithing station's going to be, but again, it's not built yet. You know, they're still kind of working on the place. This will be an enchanting, I think, or alchemy. I can't remember which. Oh, the Aetherium Wars. Guys, this book, if you haven't come across this yet in your games, go ahead and grab it now. This is a side quest, and it is a worthwhile and fun side quest to do. The bad thing is map markers do not help, so that's one I'm going to have to definitely do a real good, thorough video for. But yeah, I don't want to talk too much about it. That's later on. But yeah, guys, it's a real fun quest that we'll get to here, and not too long. You know, maybe we'll hit that right after Solstheim. Or maybe we'll even do it kind of like in between some Solstheim stuff. We'll have to see how it goes. Okay, there's a smelter here. Just kind of showing you guys where loose lootable stuff is. And at some point there's going to be armored trolls you can hire. Or rent, I guess. And they can help you in combat. I don't personally really use them. They tend to get in the way a lot. And, you know, sometimes the follower will get into a fist fight with the armored trolls. That's really funny to watch. I always get the fish and the salt piles out of these things, but I do not get, like, the meats. It just tends to build up a lot of extra weight. Actually, I don't think I have any fish meat yet. I'm not even sure if I have clam meat. And that might be the reason I can't cook a lot of these different meals. Alright, so it's late enough in the day. I'm not seeing anyone, you know, walking around or anything, so I'm gonna take a guess and just assume that nobody else is here yet. Okay, now right off to our left is the sleeping quarters. So sometimes, you know, you're going to see more and more beds filling up in here, and at night you'll see people actually sleeping in them. Continuing on down the hallway here, you know, there might be some more goodies in these barrels.
You need to concentrate, boy. Try it again.
Okay, I know there's some more goodies in here, so bear with me while I kind of refresh my memory. You got these chests over here on the right. Okay, one of them's empty, but one of them had loot. Some more, you know, free loose lootables in there. I'm not going to check every barrel, but, you know, you guys might want to do that. Okay, and you can rent wolves. So this is why I recommended not doing anything with the wild dogs that, you know, you can get as followers. Because they get real glitchy and they can break your ability to get pet followers. So guys, again, you know, put a save here. Grab one, you know, when the time comes. And just take it out and see how you like it. Honestly, they are quite fun. I do like the pet followers. I just don't like the stray dogs. Again, because they can be problematic. There's some more mushroom stuff in here, and definitely grab your glowing mushrooms for crafting more smithing potions. I just saw it flicker. There it is. Okay, so yeah, right in front of that pillar there, you should be able to get your hands on those things. And again, guys, this is kind of a later thing, just because I'm not 100% sure it's safe to do right now. I know doing it after the Dawnguard stuff is all done, I've never had problems in these things. You know, a couple of times I had problems with doors not opening and things of that nature, so again, not being 100% sure, I just think this is better until, you know, later on in the video series. And I would recommend you guys hold off for the same reason. Okay, now just like arrows, bolts don't carry weight. It's just that crossbow that carries weight. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and dump mine just because I know I'm not going to use it. So, why carry the weight? Alright, so that's pretty much it, guys, for, you know, the castle and the lootables. Again, the NPCs aren't here yet, but they'll come. And there's a lot of different trainers here. It's a good central spot for just a lot of different things. You can do your crafting, smithing, you know, buying and selling their vendors. So yeah, lots of fun to be had in Dawnguard, guys. So folks, if you enjoyed the video, as always, please take a moment to like, share, subscribe, and comment. And I always appreciate the time you guys take to do that. So folks, as always, I hope that helps. Best of luck and happy hunting.